What's up, YouTube? Hasbro just dropped a whole bunch of new figures for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, so let's talk about them. So Hasbro did a Fan First Friday event today on YouTube, and they showed off a bunch of new figures, some of which I think were pretty surprising. Nothing too crazy. I know some of the stuff has been leaked and people have been able to figure out the code names or whatever. I don't really pay too much attention to that, but I was definitely surprised by some of this, and I'm pretty excited for most of it. And I'll have Amazon links in the description for all the figures that it applies to, so keep an eye out for that too if you're looking to pre-order any of these. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is this Andros figure. This definitely was a big surprise. This came out of nowhere. And this one doesn't have a release date yet. It's going to be $22.99. This comes from the episode from Power Rangers in Space, Flashes of Darkonda, which he goes undercover and infiltrates a card game, and it's pretty cool. But what's neat about it is this is sort of the first Lightning Collection release that we've seen that won't be featured within the traditional Power Rangers kind of spandex suit. It's not quite a civilian look. I think I was kind of hoping that they would do civilian gear at some point, and maybe this is just like a nice sort of low-cost tooling entry for them to kind of test the popularity of that kind of thing, because he does come in, he's not in the Ranger suit per se, but he is, the body looks like it's the same Power Rangers in Space mold. They just didn't use any of the paint apps, and that's fine. In the show, you don't really see much about what he's wearing beyond sort of the cloak and the sort of dark outfit underneath. They also sort of took I think a little bit of a liberty with the dark helmet that he comes with, which is really cool. It's an in-space helmet, but it's in all black. So like even if you took off the cloak and the Andros, it just kind of becomes a dark, evil kind of in-space Ranger. I think that's really awesome looking. But this is definitely very cool. They haven't announced where or when this will be released. I'm going to guess this is an exclusive. I'm hoping it's not a Target exclusive, but the fact that it's a red cloak and it just seems like the kind of thing that would be a Target exclusive, but let's hope it's not. At the very least, maybe it'll just be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, and I know for some people those aren't so easy to get, but I think this one will be pretty attainable. The head sculpt he comes with is the same. The Andros head sculpt, I should say, is the same that comes with the Red in Space Ranger. So if you have that already, you don't necessarily need this. This is sort of like a fun, extra kind of Andros for your shelf, and I like that. And I like that the cloak is soft goods. It looks pretty good in the figure. I'll be curious to see how it looks in hand, but cloaks are always cool, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, this is a nice little surprise. I'm hoping that this leads to more civilian Rangers, because then, it gives them another excuse to release maybe some different kind of heads, maybe take another shot at some of the heads that they've done in the past that maybe didn't come out as well. And I think we all sort of want unmorphed Rangers so that we can set that kind of thing up for our displays. But yeah, keep an eye out for this one. And if they ever give us a pre-release date, I'll try to update you guys on that. So next I want to talk about the A-Squad. So we are getting the rest of the A-Squad. We got A-Squad Blue a little while ago. He was released in a 2-pack with SPD Blue Ranger. And I sort of thought, I think a lot of us did, that they would release the rest of the A-Squad in 2-packs with the rest of the SPD squad, and they're not doing that. They're doing individual releases. They seem to be, so as far as I can tell, 2 of them are exclusives. So SPD Pink is an exclusive to GameStop. She's not, as the time of this recording, she hasn't been posted online to GameStop yet, but I'm sure she will be by the time you're watching it. She is available for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse right now for I think for everybody, so she's still available as of this recording. And then A-Squad Green is a Best Buy exclusive, and again, he's also on Hasbro Pulse, so he should be too hard to get at the moment. I don't know that these will necessarily fly off the shelves, so I think if you want the rest of the A-Squad, you can definitely get them. And I think these are actually good choices for exclusives, because it's not something that everybody necessarily needs, but it's something that a lot of people will want. I think with the A-Squad Blue being in a 2-pack is sort of a need to kind of want to get the rest of the team. That's sort of how they got me into doing it, because I didn't necessarily want the A-Squad, and I wasn't necessarily going to grab it. But now that I have one, well, I might as well get the other 4. But they look like they're all the same. The male figure is the same mold as A-Squad Blue, as far as I can tell, just kind of glancing, other than some slight changes to the chest pieces. Colors are all, appropriate. They looks like they didn't really skimp too much on the paint detail, other than what we've kind of seen in terms of like the belt not having the black on the letters. But These look cool. I mean, if you want A-Squad, I think this is something I never thought we'd see in a Power Rangers line, so it's very cool that we're getting them. And yeah, they should be pretty easy to get a hold of. A-Squad A looks great. Or A-Squad Red, I think I should say, looks pretty great. And yeah, I think these are neat. It's a nice little surprise. I think it's good that we're kind of getting this out of the way. Kind of, this will be like, it's kind of funny. Between this and MMPR, this is sort of the second team we'll have finished in this line, as far as I can tell. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, these look cool. So, A-Squad is up in pre-order. I think the other releases, the red and yellow, are not exclusives, I believe. I think they're just general release, and they're all up on Hasbro Pulse right now, as far as I can tell. So go check those out if you're interested. And these also are slated to ship sometime in late September, but who knows if that'll change or not. But that's just the placeholder date that they have up now. So I think one of the reveals everybody's really excited to see is we finally get our first look at In Space Blue in the Lightning Collection. He's going to come in a 2-pack with Psycho Silver. And I think these look really great. I really like the In Space team, and I like that show. I definitely have a lot of fun memories of it. So it's really cool to see that they're filling out this team pretty quickly. I don't mind too that's getting a 2-pack. I'm really glad I'm not expected to double dip again on the Psycho Rangers. So it's cool that we're getting silver already. We already have green, so that's another team completed. The Psycho Rangers are done. And yeah, he looks great. TJ's head looks really good. Zane's head looks really good. A little bit of a sigh of relief. TJ does come with his Astro Axe, and I figured he would. They've been a little better about including the weapons for the Rangers with these figures, since it's kind of the Zeo Blue didn't have his. Most of them have come with their iconic weapons, which is nice. Like Astro or In Space Red came with his drill thing. So it's good that it's here. It looks great. I'm sure, just kind of in keeping with any collection, some of the paint apps are going to be a little bit different on the final release, but what's on the promo pictures looks pretty good. Yeah, Silver looks great. He comes with his gun. Head sculpts look good. This was a nice little surprise. I hope we don't get... I know, I'm always wary of having to buy 2-packs if there's a chance of something I don't want in it. In this case, it's a nice inclusion, and I hope that they don't keep making us double dip for figures, because that's kind of been a big problem with the Lightning Collection. They've done it several times already, and I sort of get it. They want to reuse the tooling and whatever as much as they can, but I don't know. I don't need a ton of the same Rangers on my shelf. In this case, it's a great 2-pack, and it's, I think a lot of people were looking forward to getting TJ, and I think that's cool. Obviously, no question they're going to give Tommy the red Turbo Ranger head, so they're gonna put Tommy out whenever they can. So. But speaking of 2-packs, so this one I think is awesome. This is a really cool 2-pack. Everything about this looks great. I'm just a little miffed that I have to double dip. But I recognize that a lot of people missed out on the MMPR Yellow Ranger the first go around. Apparently, the Trini release has been pretty hard to get, and they don't necessarily want to grab the metallic version. So in that sense, I think that this Yellow Ranger Scorpina 2-pack is a really good option for those people. It is a little... I don't want to say scummy, because that's a harsh word, but it's a little putting Scorpina, who's a very sought after MMPR villain, in a 2-pack with a figure that's already been released. It's very Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection. That's what I'll say, and it's okay. I mean, I'm gonna grab it because I'm just a sucker and they own me, and that's fine. But, they do, I will say that, and anyone who's super complaining about it, and I know I'm complaining, but they are making the most of it. So, Yellow MMPR comes with an Aisha head. It's a new Aisha head. It's not the one that comes with this Metallic Ranger. She comes with the scrunchie, and I think this head looks awesome. Honestly, this is definitely one of the better head sculpts they've done. I don't know if it's because they are just getting better at this process or they just have better access to the source material from these later seasons of MMPR, but the Aisha head sculpt looks awesome. I think it looks way better than the metallic yellow one, which also looks good, but this one is just really great. But she also comes with something I think a lot of people have been just clamoring for. She comes with the Blade Blaster in dagger form, and I don't know why they can't just give us the Blade Blasters and the dagger in the holstered mode. I don't know why it's been so hard, but I'm glad they're finding ways to do it. Like, the only way you could get the unholstered or the holstered blaster, blade blaster for MMPR right now is as far as I know, unless I'm missing something, was the STCC exclusive. And actually, no, I could be wrong. One of the what should I say? One of the metallic Rangers, I think, comes with it. And actually, now that I think about it, I think they did this blade blaster in dagger mode on the single release of the MMPR Black Ranger, which I didn't grab because I had the Dragon Shield, and I had a second one. I popped the shield off, painted the arms black, and then I was done. But so I think this is the second time we've seen that. So now you at least have two of them, which is cool. But really, the star of this set is Scorpina, who looks just phenomenal. Really good likeness of the actress. Single jointed elbows, which is kind of a bummer, but that's standard Hasbro female body figures. I hope that we don't lose out on some of the paint apps they show, particularly on the weapon. Like, it's got like a nice black wash and some panel lining on the sculpt of the weapon, and I hope we don't lose that. Really good detail on the armor. We've got like a lot of painted the chain links, and looks like just overlay pieces on the calves and the thighs and whatnot, and that's fine. That's to be expected. So yeah, definitely a nice surprise. Knowing this line, I won't be surprised entirely if this gets if she gets another single release at some point. But don't hold me to that. Just they've done it constantly. Like, if they need to fill out a wave or they need to do something, that they find a way to do it. So it's that's entirely possible that that Scorpina could get another release outside the 2-pack. And thankfully, this isn't an exclusive. This isn't like a Target exclusive or anything like screwy. So it's not going to be super hard to get a hold of. It's still available for pre-order as far as I know. It hasn't sold out anywhere. It's got pretty much every site available has it. So in that sense, they've handled this rollout really well. Like, this isn't like the Red Terrano Sentry where it sold out immediately and you can't get it and people are getting delayed. Like, all of these reveals have been up except for the Andros, but they said that wouldn't be up right away. But everything has been up and available. Everything's been easy to get so far, and I think that's good. That's the one kind of problem Hasbro's had with some of these figures and exclusives. So it's nice to see that like people can get them. So that's my thoughts. Overall, pretty good day of reveals, pretty good stuff, some nice surprises. I'm excited. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, and if you're not already subscribed, please do so, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this stuff. You can find me on Instagram at ToyPulse, and until next time, see you!